welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today and seeing what I'm up to. I'm so excited to finally get to film this video because it's been long overdue. My most popular videos that I have ever shared on my channel have all been weight loss related, and I still get comments of people that they were inspired by my journey or that they followed me last time around and they still ask me questions like, are you still using the products? What are your results now? Like, how are things going? So it's gonna be great to answer a lot of those questions and for you guys to also see kind of where I'm at with that journey, because the last video that I posted anything weight loss related was 2 years ago. I hadn't seen any of those videos in almost 2 years, so kind of revisiting and seeing what I talked about then, it was kind of trippy to see. But yeah, I'm gonna basically talk to you guys, you know, about this current weight loss health journey that I'm on and GELV, because that's kind of the one thing that's kind of stayed consistent with me throughout these past 2 years. So if you guys are interested to know about my journey and a little bit more about some tips, some tricks about GELV, anything in between, just keep watching. Alright, so a lot has happened since 2 years ago. Since then, I have a gorgeous daughter now. She is now 1.5 years. So it wasn't too long after I had started my weight loss journey and I had lost weight and I got tone and I got muscle. It wasn't shortly after that your girl got knocked out. Now I'm living in Hawaii and I am in the dirty 30s, baby. Your girl turned 30. Oh my god. So since moving to Hawaii, I actually ballooned up because you guys, the food here is so good, next level good, that I just had no self-control. I had no portion control. It was like the world was ending and I needed to eat everything and everything in front of my face, and my husband's food, and my kids' food. I ate everything. I ballooned up to 169. Yeah, 169 was my highest that I had gotten since being here in Hawaii. And I remember when I weighed myself, I remember thinking, holy cow, I'm only 4 pounds away from when I was at my most heaviest. Actually, I want to say that I was like in labor and delivery with my oldest. I was only 4 pounds away from that weight, and so I was like, girl, that was the moment. I was like, 169, me? Yeah. It was a rude awakening, and I think I was just so oblivious. The idea of me being that weight, not exercising, not really eating that good, eating really, really late. So I knew that I knew better than what I was doing, and I knew that I needed to make some changes. So from, you know, when you heard from me last, up until December, you know, that was like almost a 30 pound, little over a 30 pound weight gain. So just to kind of give you a little bit of perspective as to like where I was and then where I ended up at the very beginning of this weight loss journey. So I'm gonna quickly just touch on just like a few little tips and tricks that I have kind of integrated with this journey. Since the beginning of my weight loss journey up until a week ago, I have lost 22 pounds and I am now down to 147. And again, like, I feel great, you guys. I'm not thinking about this journey in that way like I've done every other time before. Every other time before, it was always focusing on the number, trying to reach a number. And it just was not healthy for me. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody is going to hold themselves accountable in different ways. I did not want the scale to do that to me anymore. So that would be like a really major tip, is to focus more on non-scale victories. So one thing that I did was I bought a dress that was a few sizes too small, but that was on sale. It was a beautiful color and I first tried it on. It didn't fit, and so I bought it anyway and I worked towards being able to fit into that dress. And now it was a realistic goal, like it wasn't anything like a size like 00 and I'm here like a size whatever. I wanted it to be very realistic and I wanted to work towards that, and then once I reached that victory, and then I would do the next thing. Taking lots of pictures, a lot of before and afters is a really great way to see your progress and to just keep you motivated. My husband's probably sick and tired of me asking him to take my pictures. Muscle weighs a lot more than fat does, and this time around I've been lifting a lot more than I've ever done before. Very, very minimal cardio, and I've noticed that that's really, really helped out with my journey this time around and my results. Another thing is to just to keep moving, you guys. This is such a simple, like, duh kind of thing, but it really does make a difference. So there have been times where it's late and all I want to do is watch Parks and Rec. So what I'll do is I will YouTube a quick little circuit, squats, push-ups, things like that, like create a little circuit, and while I'm doing that I will put on an episode of Parks and Rec. It really does make the time go fast, And there's 20 minutes of consistently good exercise. I like to go on walks after I eat with my husband, going window shopping. When you go to the store, instead of parking really close, park a little bit further so there's extra steps there. Just stay moving. And then just remember, subtle changes are going to make the biggest changes. So another really good example of this for me was that I used to get like the full-on venti frappuccinos with extra whipped cream, with extra this and extra that. Girl, I can't believe I used to do that to myself, but that was me. So what I do now is if I am in the mood for a frappuccino, I'll get a tall instead. I will get a frappuccino with no whipped cream. I will get a small french fry. Instead of something fried, I'll get it grilled, I'll get it steamed. So just making those subtle changes too, to where you're not completely restricting yourself, because that's not realistic either. If you try to do this cold turkey and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna eat this, I'm not gonna eat that, I'm not gonna eat this, then it's like, what is life without food? Like, I'm a foodie still. Your girl loves to eat. Like, there's no changing that. However, there's a way to do it in moderation to where you're not going completely overboard, because how many times do we get something to eat and it's super unhealthy and it's super heavy, we eat it super late, and then we feel like crap afterwards. Like, I came to the realization that I would much rather feel satisfied than to feel like crap. And there's a huge difference. Being very intuitive with your body, I promise that's such a simple thing, but it's really made a huge difference for me, and I feel really great. I feel satisfied. I don't feel like I'm ever restricting myself to where I can't enjoy myself. It's all about moderation and then just having a balance. That's it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this bad boy. This is the one thing that I have consistently used for the past 2 years that has never failed me. It's always done me good. If you're wanting like a really thorough review on this product, I will have my first review, my first video about GELV linked down below. That way you guys can also see my previous results. I saw that video the other day, guys, and I could not believe where my body used to be and just how much it's transformed since then. So if you're looking for something that's gonna help burn a lot of calories, burn a lot of fat, make it to where you can eat whatever you want, not do anything, and you're gonna lose a lot of weight, this ain't it. I don't want there to be any kind of misconception. This is not gonna help you lose weight. This isn't gonna help you burn fat. What this is gonna do is going to improve the elasticity of the skin. It's gonna help tighten the skin. If you have any like dimples or any cellulite, this is gonna help improve the texture of the skin. It's gonna give your body some shape. It's gonna help mold. It's gonna help trim some inches around your waist. I cannot begin to tell you, after I had my first son, how like wrinkly and how saggy my belly area used to be. And when I had him, I was 19 years old. So for the better part of my 20s, I was never ever caught dead with anything like showing my tummy. Even now, I'm not like one to parade around in like a belly shirt, but just the self-confidence that I've been able to regain with this product because it's improved that much for me. I look at my waist and I look at, you know, my midsection, and I have shape now. And just looking at the video from just 2 years ago, seeing that I've been able to maintain these results and more, it's crazy. If you're looking for something that's gonna help improve like the skin, improve the elasticity, make it firmer, make it tighter, this is going to help you guys so much. One question that I get a lot is how often I use GELV, and I would say anywhere between 1 to 2 times a day. I always like to start my day off with this. I like to try to wear my belt with it as often as I can. Sometimes I don't, and that's okay. But I do like to use them also right before I work out. So before I go do my workouts, I put this on, sometimes with my belt, sometimes not with my belt. Just depends on my mood, to be honest with you guys. Now, do you absolutely need the belts? I think that I wouldn't have been able to achieve the results that I've been able to get if I hadn't had the belt with it. It really does help form and give you shape. What I also love about it is that it's just very flattering. It kind of smooths them rolls out, girl. It makes it really smooth, and it just gives like a very nice flattering shape to the body. Is it uncomfortable to wear? That's another question that I get. Is it uncomfortable to wear? It, like anything, as soon as you're getting into something, it's gonna feel awkward, it's gonna feel a little different. Is it painful? No, it's not painful. And then the more often that you wear it, the more and more comfortable it gets, the more you don't even realize that it's there. It's no different than someone who never wears eyelashes and they wear eyelashes the first time and they're like, what is this thing on my face? I don't like it. It's the same thing. Another thing that I love about this is that it really kind of controls how much you eat. So I notice that whenever I wear this, if I if I go somewhere and I know that I want to behave and I don't want to overindulge, I wear this, and you guys, I eat just enough to where I'm satisfied, but not too much to where I'm like getting that big old pot belly. It really helps kind of control that. It does help. Is it required for you guys to purchase them both together? It's not required, but it does help. Another question that I get often is, are the results permanent, or is it going to be something that'll just bounce right back as soon as I can't afford it anymore, or as soon as I stop using it? And the answer is, the results are permanent. I feel like I am a really good example of that. I had a baby, I had a daughter. Yeah, I noticed that this time around I didn't have as much sagging as I did with my first 2 pregnancies, and even gaining all that weight, girl, my skin just, it didn't lose its like elasticity. Like, it still stayed really tight. It was big, but it was tight. And if you're on this weight loss journey, I would honestly just take a little gander around the website, because they have so many other products as well. They do have supplements on there now. They do have like a V-glove, which allows you to help apply the products. They have a product similar to this one, but it's one that you use at nighttime. I will have a link below that I was very kindly given that will give you 10% off your purchase. And I mean, like, 10%, y'all, like, any saving is good saving in my book. Girl, I am still clipping them coupons, and whenever there's a sale, like, I'm there. But yeah, it will get you 10% off your purchase. And if you have any questions before you make a purchase and you're like, hey girl, like, I'm thinking about getting this, what do you think? Or hey, just before I hit that checkout button, like, what do you think about this? Feel free to leave it as a comment below, or follow me on Instagram. Send me a snap, and I will answer any of your questions the best that I can. I'm here to help you guys out. And I want to know, like, if you're on this journey, make sure to keep in touch with me so that way we can do this together. I never want you to feel like you're alone. Like, you have me. I'm doing this too. I have my days where I have a hard time. I struggle sometimes too, but I'm here. So please, please, please feel free to just reach out to me for anything and everything. You wanna come say hi?
Yay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, Blue, kiss. High five. Good job. Give me a kiss. Okay, so sorry, my camera ended up dying, so I had to charge it. For those wondering, like, okay, what's to come, like, what's next? In the first 3 months of this journey, I was able to very successfully do it, like, all natural. But I have a really amazing girlfriend here on YouTube. Her name is Jordan Cheyenne. I'm sure most of you guys know about her. If not, I will have her linked below. But I've known her for years now. We actually did a collab using shreds, so that was like 2 years ago. So I've known her for a couple of years. She gives amazing tips on weight loss, on fitness. She gives recipe ideas. She's awesome. She is super mom. I love her. I adore her. I love her videos. Anyway, she has had really, really great success using products from a brand called First Form. So I reached out to her and I was like, hey, like, what are you using? And so she kind of recommended to me some supplements and some stacks that she's been taking and that have really been working for her. So I'm gonna give them a try. So I really wanted to just kind of take my routine to the next level. I just want to switch things up a bit and I don't know, just see where this takes me. So what she was using was the Royal Queen Fat Burner stack, so that's what I'm going to end up ordering and trying out for myself. I would have ordered it last night, but I think my husband's like debating whether he wants to order some stuff too, because it's free shipping. So what she mentioned was if you use her link, which I'll have it below in the description box, you qualify for free shipping, which is amazing because shipping sometimes can be an arm and a leg. I'll also have linked below one of her videos where she kind of goes more in depth about these products and her experience and her results. That way you can just get another person's opinion on them if you are interested in incorporating some different kinds of supplements into your routine. But I guess that just about covers it. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching and for tuning in. And until next time, I'll talk to y'all very soon.